Well, Giancarlo, hop on, man. Giancarlo, hop on.
Hey man,
You
what's up, Tariq? Want to start with saying congratulations on your new show or movie or documentary that you're.
documentary, right? And as a Latino person, how do you feel about the documentary that we're doing?
Um, I don't really have too much insight on it, but I mean, shit. I mean, I've heard. I mean, I honestly say like Puerto Ricans claim this little like hip hop thing. It's not really like all of us, but truth be told, might tune in, might watch your documentary, might see what it's about.
Right, right. It's talking about how foundational Black Americans are the creators of hip hop, and it comes from foundational Black American culture. That's the basic theme of it.
Yeah, true. I did hear. I mean, I did do research, and I saw that when you guys were singing like about rap and stuff, is about oppressions in your country in America. That was the whole basis, the start of that, and then you know. But I can't wait. I might actually watch it. I might see what it is. When does it drop? Like in the fall?
Um, Probably at the end of this year, the beginning of the next year. So we're working hard. We're going to see, but it's going to drop pretty soon. Now, where I thought, aren't you in the United States? Where are you now?
Yeah, I actually just came back from Puerto Rico not too long, like this past weekend. I'm here up north. I'll say that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now I thought you were like from Guatemala or some shit. Where are you from originally?
Yeah, I'm Ecuadorian from South America.
Ecuador. Okay. So what was happening in Puerto Rico?
Nothing. I just went to go see. I went to go see a U.S. territory that their native tongue is still Spanish. So it doesn't the indoctrination is not fully there, but they're American in somewhat some aspects.
If your native tongue is Spanish, the indoctrination is there because that's not. It wasn't naturally a Spanish territory, but yeah, we'll go ahead.
But yeah, no, it was just interesting seeing. I feel like I saw a couple of your brothers down there. I know it was a little culture shocker, seeing all these little white Puerto Ricans speaking Spanish. And I
Mhm.
just wanted to say one thing to I'm hot. I think he's on the speaker. Like you guys, the atrocities you guys are committing in South Africa. These white farmers are the ones that feed you Africans. You should not be promoting this hatred that Tariq promotes. That's mainly why I got on the speaker because he was talking about white
Right.
supremacy.
Hold on. Now, wait a minute before you get into all the gibberish. Now, what atrocities are happening in South Africa, and then what hatred? What hatred does Tariq promote?
You're
What's the hatred?
promoting like white hatred first and foremost, and the atrocities that are happening in South Africa. These Africans are going.
Hold on. No, 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 no. You're gonna slow it down. Let's slow it down. I'm promoting white hatred. How?
I mean, Foundation FBA. I mean, you just are American. You guys are all Americans. You should be promoting you.
But no, you're not American. You're a foreigner, and I come from a different lineage. So how's that white hate? That don't make any sense. How is that white hate?
Tariq, I'm not here to like spit propaganda with you. I'm South American. If you don't want to call me American, I'm South American. Oh, he left. Look, the LARPer left. But I do not like this promoting of hatred that you promote to
Ecuadorian.
other brothers.
You're Ecuadorian, sir. So you're a foreigner. But what's the hate? Because I'm asking you what the hate is. You do what a lot of these wannabe Anglos do. You say something and then run from what you said. You're running from what you said, sir. And then you start babbling. What you said didn't make sense. You're spreading white hate. How? Because you're foundational Black American.
Well, not even just look
That is,
look at that. If Latinos like, I mean, like I told you, Puerto Ricans mostly claim that. Like you want to isolate yourself. You constantly do this in your spaces. You constantly.
sir. Your country, Guatemala, you isolate yourselves from the Black people there. You guys are horrible to the Black people down there. What are you talking about? Turn your phone on, brother.
Tariq,
You guys
you
in
need to.
Puerto
I
Rico,
know
in
you probably
Puerto
went.
Rico, in Puerto Rico, they're horrible to the Black Puerto Ricans there. They isolate themselves from the Black Puerto Ricans. In Mexico, they're horrible to the Black Mexicans there. They just acknowledged them as Mexican citizens recently. So, what are you talking about isolation, sir? You guys are the kings and queens of isolating the Black people away from you.
They
Meta
speak
la
Spanish.
la
How
la
the hell
sa.
do we isolate them? They don't get to what they would speak English then if we isolated them.
That makes zero
How
sense.
does it, Tariq? Explain.
You isolate them because they are always living on the other side of the damn country than you are. That's how. You go down to these South American countries, you go to Colombia, the black Colombians on the other side. You go down to Costa Rica, the black Costa Ricans are on the Caribbean side. You go down to Mexico, the black people are huddled off somewhere, and Yanger, one of these other areas. So the black people are always huddled off somewhere else in these South and Central American countries, sir. Even in your country, Guatemala, the black people are huddled off somewhere. So what are you talking about?
Tariq, I get your point. I could see that. The Dominicans like claiming the Spanish side more than the Haitian side. I get your point. I get it. That's like
They don't
internal issues, though. You
like
know, like I want to explain this to you. That's internally. But to say we're all like that is
it ain't that internal. Y'all do it all over the place. Yeah, y'all do it all over down there. It's not internal. That's common.
Tyreek, even in
That's
Puerto Rico,
common.
they're way more cooler. Like the black Puerto Ricans are way chiller down there. They integrated there. They're cool. They hang around. I was chilling with all the bouncers there. They were mad cool. They were mad nice, bro. Good people. I don't know what you mean by this because I
I,
experienced it. So it's like
don't know.
maybe you need to
The
travel
black,
more, I guess, because you said you've gone to Ecuador, quote unquote. You've gone to South America. Maybe travel again. Maybe go see it for yourself.
the I don't know. You're just kind of babbling right now. But we just talk about your homeland, man. The Garifuna people down there. Where do the Garifuna people live in Guatemala? They don't
I
live
don't
with
live in
the
Guatemala, sir. I'm from South America. I'm from another continent. I know it might hurt you, the Christianity side, but yeah, it's true. I live in South America, and there's blacks too.
right.
Honestly, they're from
But
my dad's town.
you're Guatemala, sir. You're Guatemalan.
Okay, whatever you need to tell yourself, Tariq.
What flag is that you have on your thing, sir?
It's one of three countries. You could take a guess, sir.
This ain't Jeopardy, sir. You said you were Guatemalan. You said that. So are you lying? Are you doing what wannabe white supremacists do? Are you lying about where you're from? You
Tariq,
said you were
the
Guatemalan.
truth hurts. I get it. South Americans are more Europeans than you Black Americans. I want to say, and definitely you Africans that fucking are realists. I'm sorry to say that to you.
You're just saying, you're babbling, sir, and your trolling ain't even that interesting. You're trying. This is a weak attempt to try to troll, and it's not even good. You're trying to be like the Anglo white supremacists, but you're too slow. Yeah, you're trying to be like the Anglo white supremacists with their trolling, and you're not witty enough. You're struggling, sir. It's not working for you. That's why it's just coming across as mindless babble. Yeah.
Tariq,
How you fail
I
at
don't need to
trolling?
insult you guys, bro.
How do you fail at trolling though? That's not a good look. Damn, dude, you can't even you failing at trolling. My goodness, brother.
I mean, this
Anyway,
isn't trolling; it's the truth. The truth hurts.
you haven't said it. You're just saying stuff.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
not
saying
really
stuff so
saying,
you could wake your people up. Look how many people are in the space. You could influence people
sir,
for the good.
sir,
Stop,
you
stop,
can't wake
stop,
your
stop.
people up, sir. You had to flee from your homeland. How are you gonna talk about waking a people up and you fled from yours? Huh, Giancarlo? You fled from your people. You had to get away from your people. And you want to talk about waking people up. You think you're getting Anglo points, dude?
The only one that wants truth from Anglos or like to look like I'm cool, I'm with you guys is you. Nobody, no.
No, no, listen, we're going to have an intervention. I can hear it in your spirit. You know good and well you're not going to be accepted by the Anglo whites. I can hear you almost sound like you want to cry. You're trying desperately. You're trying to practice your anti-black talking points so when you get around some of your um, white friends at school or white associates or the white people you work for whose lawn you probably cut. Hey, Mr. Jones, I talked to some niggers. I told them to go back to Africa. All right, Pepe, finish my lawn. You know, they kind of dismiss you. They're not trying to chop up anti-black racism with you. You think you're trying to get some anti-black racism talking points going so that you can get around your white employers and get some brownie points, don't you?
No, Terry, you guys do that yourself. I just watched Power 2 episode. It was cool, seeing the black brother kill the poor black.
And you're up here talking about a damn fictional TV show. You're not witty at all. Boy,
Because
that
your talking
Guatemala
points, your propaganda is not.
that Guatemalan education system is a beast, ain't it? It didn't do shit for you. You should have got your education first before you fled, brother. Damn, you fled before you can get your fifth grade education, brother. You sound like you're just not all there educationally, sir.
Is this what you do, Tariq? You like just like trolling, joking with all your people in here? Is that what you do? It's cool. It's cool.
But
I
you,
like it's good entertainment. Good radio host. I'll give you that much.
yeah, but you're just saying weird stuff, dude, and you come from a third world country, and it
Tariq,
just
Africa is
sounds
the third
weird.
world, not South America.
And I don't live there, and I've never lived there, so who gives a damn?
So what are
I'm
you
not
talking about?
from
Third world?
Africa,
That is your ancestors are from the third world, not mine.
so yours too,
No,
yours
sir.
too.
No, that is incorrect.
Guatemala too, yeah, Guatemala too. Did you know that out there in all of them South American countries, they come
You
from
see, those are
Africa too,
Anglo
sir.
talking points. You sound like Fox.
Sir, newsflash. That's why all of y'all got a black abuela down there. That y'all come from African ancestry too. You understand? You do know that, right? You know that. Y'all just hide the black people down there. Like I said
We
earlier.
have music where they're singing, and these are popular songs out there. Maybe it's not hip hop. It's not
That
hip hop. I'm sorry to say that.
that black
Spanish.
people brought.
It's Spanish.
The black
It's Spanish.
people, the music down there, the music down there in South America, it was created by black people there. The mariachi music, that was black. A lot of the foods down there, that's black. Spanish rice, no such thing as Spanish rice. That's black. The rice, that's black. Rice with tomatoes,
Is
that's
cocaine
black.
black? Is
They don't.
cocaine is
The,
cocaine dollar?
no,
Explain that to me. Is
no.
cocaine?
They don't. They don't look. The rice in Spain is yellow and ain't got no flavor, and rice isn't indigenous to the Americas. So the black folks made the rice down there, the Spanish rice. Just giving you a history on your culture. If you want to talk about African, the Spanish rice is jollof, basically. You're more African than me, probably, brother. You know that,
All I said was Africa's third world. I didn't bring up anything else.
right? So you're probably more African than me, right?
Cool. Yeah, I do have some dark spots on me, bro. I'm not a
Right.
Dalmatian.
You ain't Spanish. You go to Spain and tell them
I'll go to
that
my
you're
cousins
Spanish.
in Spain. Yeah, I could go to my cousins in Spain.
Your cousin's my ass. Y'all can't go nowhere near Spain. Stop capping.
I
And
know it
I know
hurts you,
I've been
Tariq.
all
That
over.
little kid
I done
spirit that
been
you
all
have,
over
your
Spain.
spirit. I know it burns inside.
No. Spain ain't your motherland. Y'all can't go to Spain and tell them, "Hey guys, I'm Spanish like you." No, get the fuck out of here. I know I done been all over Spain. They don't accept or honor your Spanish ancestry at all. Do they? Tell the truth. Let's tell the truth here today.
Cool. No, you're definitely right. Europeans are racist.
Mhm.
I do not disagree with you.
Uh-uh. So you're agreeing that the Europeans are racist. So you're criticizing me for pointing out European racism, though. So how does that work?
You're talking about Anglos, but like talking about America issues. First of all, I'm not talking about Europeans. Yeah, I'm agreeing with your point though about
Racist,
Spain.
racism is worldwide.
Tariq, who do they hate? Who do they hate the most? Explain that to me. Do you think Spanish hates someone specifically? Like you think we're like Europeans like that? That we follow that little realm?
Give a
We're not
damn who
like that.
they
And I'm
listen.
trying to just be.
I-
I'm giving you.
No, 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 no. Because I don't give a damn about who they hate. I'm more concerned about who they dominate. See, we get into this hate thing where it's emotions. Nah, you have white supremacists who might be very nice to black people as long as they can dominate us. So we don't even look at that as hate. The whole system where you're dominating people based on race is hateful within itself. Even the people who are nice within the system. It's like a prison. You might have a prison guard that gives you extra food. He might be a nice prison guard, but the prison system is a hateful system within itself. So now I don't get into that who hates the most and all of that. Who's dominating people based on race? That's what I'm looking at. Like I said earlier, guys, remember I went downtown LA. I go into a building with about 200 people, not one black person there, and everybody's nice. Everybody's so cordial. But that's a hateful environment because it's systematic racism. The systematic racism is baked into the cake, which is a hateful system within itself. So it's not about the emotions of the people. How's the system designed? You see? But go ahead, Giancarlo.
My whole point is, like, I just want you to understand. I'm not larping like a white. I'm not larping as a black either. This is not my fight. It's not my dog. I don't have a dog in it. I do want to see us, like, move on. Like, life continues. We have to fucking find a way to work together, and that's all I come here.
Find a way. Why don't you find a way to build up your homeland and not flee? Why don't you do that instead of coming here undermining us, talking
You're
about we
more
need to work
CNN
together,
talking
which
points.
you're
You're
not
more
trying to
Anglo
work
than me,
together
bro.
with us. You're not trying to work together with us. Your energy, like a lot of you, is hostile. You've come in here with some of the weakest, clumsiest insults and some of your vitriol that you can't even fully articulate because you're not really that bright. You're not even that bright to be racist. And you're talking about how come we can't work together. You are the reason why we can't work together. Why would we want to work with you?
Okay, Terry. I didn't mean to, like, disturb your room. You was doing good. I just came here to speak truth to
No,
you.
no, 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 no.
It was
We need
cool.
you to
I
know.
just,
No, we
so people here in the,
no, 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 because we know you thought you were going to troll and we're having an intervention. Why would we need to work with you? What do we benefit from working with you?
I mean, Tariq,
Ding.
we there is Spanish Americans are the most Americans here now. Um, Here's a fun fact for
No,
you. There's more
that's not
Spanish speaking people in the.
that's not true. That's not even true either. That's another lie. Foundational Black Americans, we're still the largest ethnic group here. That whole thing, all these Spanish people are the biggest. No, that's not true, sir. That's not true. There's been studies about that where the real numbers are out. That's not true. Spanish speakers are only coastal cities for the most part. Yeah, primarily, they're concentrated in many of the coastal spots, Southern Cal, Texas, East Coast, like New York or Miami. But no, no, no. Foundational Black Americans are still the largest ethnic group. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
you're in Atlanta, the South,
All over.
Philly, Chicago, just the hood parts where there's no business, there's nothing to do there. People
Well, then
are
why
risking their
y'all?
lives
Why
to die.
then?
Like,
Then why are y'all flocking there? Then, if ain't nothing there, and if there's no businesses there, why are y'all climbing gates and walls to get over to Chicago and Philly and all of the hoods? Because the folks in Chicago, they're complaining about you right now. They're like, hey, it's too, y'all send them back where they came from.
hey,
Y'all
first we're
dumping them on
talking about the
the neighbor.
cops. Search up the cops that rape Venezuelan
Dude,
migrants that are black.
why the black people in Chicago are doing press conferences every week saying, hey, these migrants are doing the most. Don't send them here. We already have limited resources. Y'all not vetting these people. You got these people coming in our neighborhoods committing all types of crimes. The black citizens are complaining, sir. So what are you talking about?
What are the black citizens complaining about? Please explain. Enlighten me.
You, they're complaining about folks like
Am I
you
taking their
coming into
job? I'm gonna
coming.
ask the black dude that works at my warehouse tomorrow. I'm like, am I taking?
Nobody said y'all. And can the tether and the fleeing class get off this thing about we're worried about you taking our jobs? We're worried about you raping the kids. Y'all come over. Nobody's vetting you, cats like you. Nobody's vetting you. God knows what you did down in South America. And then you flock over here, the criminal class, the rapists, the drug dealers, the drug users, and they sit them right in our communities, and all hell breaks loose. So, yeah, that's a problem, right?
What's
Giancarlo,
the problem, Tyreek? Explain to me.
the criminal class among you that's not vetted, that comes among our community, wreaking havoc, and then they get to slither back on if things get too hot.
Um,
Yeah, that's a
can we talk
problem.
about Kevin Porter, the criminal, the NBA player that hit the sister? These are topics you should be bringing to light.
No,
No, no,
the
you care about
topic,
the immigrants that are just coming here to learn, to
the
work,
the
to be a hardworking
no,
American,
no,
indulging.
no, the hard working my ass. All of that whole hard working, man. Please coming. A lot of y'all coming over here committing all types of crime, flooding the zone with the drugs and the dope, and you just mentioned cocaine. Yeah, that's a problem. Y'all coming in here bringing drugs into our communities, bringing criminality into our communities. We ain't talking about all of you, but damn enough. Nobody's vetting you, and they're sending you right into the black neighborhoods and their black communities that are complaining.
So
And then on
first it
top
was
of
the
that, and
whites
on
that
top of
that
that,
infested your communities with drugs. Now it's the
and
Spanish people. Okay, I mean consumerism is
we
consumerism one way or another. Nobody forces you to do anything you don't want to do.
and nobody forced you to flee, but you did that. So why did you
I
not
was
stay in your
born here,
homeland?
sir. That does that,
No, you weren't. No, no, you weren't. I don't believe that.
and that's fine. You don't
You
have to believe that.
or and if that's the case, you were an anchor baby, so your parents fled. So the fact that you were able to
And
get a
your
part of
your
that
ancestors
14th
were
Amendment,
brought in shekels.
no, 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 no. And again, you were able to be anchored here
And you guys
because
were
of
brought in
foundational
chains.
Black America,
I'm sorry.
because of foundational Black Americans. You were able to be anchored here because of the 14th Amendment, which was a grassroots movement by people like William Nesbitt and others who made it possible for disrespectful, ungrateful tethers like yourself to come over and be born and get all of the benefits of other citizens, sir. So you're welcome.
What am I welcome for?
For us giving you a place to be anchored so you wouldn't be down there in Guatemala eating a taco, riding a llama to school. That's what.
Cool, man, Tariq. Like I said, I didn't come here with beef. Like I said, you should travel more. Go to Puerto Rico. Go to Mexico. Go to Puerto Vallarta. Go see those white Mexicans. These are countries that are never gonna be Africans. That's the third world. You feel me? We're in the new world. Get over the history that you don't live in. You're in the 21st century, sir. And good night. Good night, sir. That's all
And
I'm gonna.
sir, just because you fled from your history doesn't mean that we flee from ours. I'm going to always honor and respect my foundational Black American ancestors for sacrificing and building for me and this entire country so that ungrateful tethers like yourself can come over here and eat. I will never stop forgetting them. I will never stop honoring them. I will always mention them and I will always continue to give them praise. I will never flee like a goddamn coward and then go act ungrateful to people who hosted me, sir. We're built different. Any last words?
Nah, cool beans. Good night. You should search up
Right.
your ancestors in Africa, sir. That's what you should do. Good night.
Right. And you should go back to Chipotle and tell them you need extra hours because you need to go back to night school to get a better education so you won't be so game goofy. But all right, you have a good day. All right. Yeah, right. As Giancarlo, the fleer, want to talk about get over the past. They ain't getting over shit. I ain't you. I'm always honor my people. I will always honor my foundation. Give you, we'll have an African studies class. Oh, everybody wants to get nervous. We got CC. What's up, CC?
Hey man, peace, love,
Hey,
and reparations. You know
yes,
me, I
ma'am.
always start laughing. You know that.
Yes.
Okay, but listen, let me not laugh because I'm so tired. I'm on some little respiratory medication, so I'm a little
Uh-oh.
tired. But listen, I need the space. I'm speaking to the space. Pay attention. Did you hear that villager mentality? Did you hear that ignorance? Did you hear that immigrant that came in here speaking from a space of no history, trying to talk down to us, to tell us who we aren't and who we are, so that he can erase us, they can erase us, and tell us we're not shit? These are
Mhm.
people who can't compete against us in any shape, form, or fashion. Then he comes on Tariq's stage to try to tell Tariq, of all people, the man that's leading his people to the light, right? So he comes on stage and says, well, my people, well, first of all, your people have done nothing but fled. You came to this country and you contributed nothing. I can just keep it that simple. There's nothing else to hear about this. These people are leeches and are trying to convince us that we are nothing in the country that we are the greatest in all around the world. I'm going to leave it at that. I want to say so much more. It's not my stage, but I'm cracking up. Tariq,
Yes.
I just want to say this. How do these feeble, non Black American freedmen men even come into our world to try to compete against you or any other Black American freedmen men? Because that's the underlying issue.
Hmm. Hmm. Real talk. Thank you, dear. But you notice they always want us to stop living in the past. No, 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 no. No, y'all not gonna play that game. We're moving forward. Only when we start talking about our history, our ancestry, oh, we need to all move forward. Nah, 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 nah. No, we need to get it right. See, they want us to not talk about the past so that they can go and try to remix the past and put themselves in it. No, we better keep talking about the past and define what went down and document what went down. That's how John Leguizamo gets on TV talking about, yes, man, the us Latinos, man, we done fought in every war. We've been here from the beginning. Like, what the hell? And that's on us for doing all that black and Latino shit. We sit up here and play that game. We sit there and drag them along, trying to be on some kumbaya, like, yeah, yeah, we all in this together. And then they start flipping on our ass. They do it all the time. Just like with Fat Joe. Everybody's propping up Fat Joe and Black and Latino, and then Fat Joe just comes out the blue. Yeah, Blacks and Latinos started hip hop 50-50 and then runs off and closed the door. And people are like, what? The hell? You see? We sit here and drag people along, and then they turn and flip on us and then try to gobble up us and consume us. Because, like our sister Cece said, look, man, when we look at certain folks who are non-FBA, let's keep it above. These folks ain't got no heroes, man. When you got these folks who come from these places where your family done fled, there's an embarrassment on a subconscious level that goes with that. And when fleeing is the norm, ain't nobody standing up, ain't no activism, ain't nobody standing up against injustice. Everybody's like, what's the next thing smoking to get out of here? When you have that kind of mentality, you don't create heroes. Heroes are created through people standing up against oppression. It's David and Goliath. Who's going to stand up to a big oppressive force like us? We stand up, we're like David and Goliath. That's why people look up to foundational black Americans. We got the mightiest military on the planet that we stand up to. We stand up to it. Even though we're 12% of the population, we stand up to it. You got these people in these other places who got all the resources in the world, all the land masses in the world, and they have to flee from each other because nobody's on code with each other. They can't put their heads together and just start building some shit. So the little piece of oppression that comes through, they run for the damn hills. You don't have heroes in culture like that. Those type of cultures don't produce heroes. Who are you going to be a hero against? Who are you going to be a hero for? Heroes stay and fight. That's like Mandela. I give South Africa its props. Winnie Mandela, Nelson Mandela. Winnie was out here whooping ass. Winnie Mandela was putting in some work. Nelson Mandela, he stood on his square. He was put in prison, but he stood on his square. That's a hero. And we were propping that up. We were propping up Mandela. We were fighting to get Mandela out over here. We were making noise about that. And we have the grassroots out there in South Africa too. which they should have broke him out of damn jail a long time ago. That's what Khalid Muhammad said. And I've been out there to Bird Island where the jail is. It Bird Island? Yeah, I think it's Bird Island. It's one of the places. But I've been out there to where the jail is. I've been in Mandela's jail cell. Like Khalid Muhammad said, all y'all out there, y'all outnumbered them. Y'all could have just went and broke him up out of there, which is true. That's what the Black Maroons used to do in North Carolina and Virginia. When they put a black person, they called a Maroon and put him in jail. We break him out. They don't tell you that. They would break folks up out of jail. That's the homie. He ain't about to stay up in there. They break him out and bring him back to the swamp. Yeah, you ain't got to sit around and go along with oppression. Cece, she said she got something else to say real quick. Cece, hop on, dear.
One last thing, Tariq, and I just want to ask everyone in the space to think about this. If we had a versus, a racial versus, an ethnic versus, who wins? We win. We are the only people on the globe fighting white mediocrity. We are the only people on the globe fighting allegedly white supremacy. That's all we need to think about. Everyone else is coming here and just laying down. They left their countries. And this is why I do not respect other men. Black American freedmen, FBA men are the best. Our men did not flee, they uplifted us. Let me just close with this. Nowhere on the planet is anyone else fighting Western imperialism but us. Everyone else has come here and said, like that dude on Vlad, I'm not going to call his name and give him notoriety. And he tried to scream on Tariq. He's a clout chaser. I did a 2-hour interview with him, battled him, won. But listen, they said it's a white man's world. They're all coming here and laying down for who? We are the only people who know that we can battle the demon. Thank you. Peace, love, and reparations.
Thank you, dear. All right.